YouTube family, what's good? It's your boy Enrico the Barber, and today we are back with yet another video. So basically in today's video we are doing the crop top transformation. My boy Akil came through and he got a fire cut. So basically why I also recorded today's cut is because in my previous crop top transformation tutorial, my video hit 1.4k views.
Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god!
So I just want to say shout out to each and every one of you guys that have been supporting the channel, and as I always say, all your support and all the likes, the comments, it boosts my confidence and it helps me push that much harder to keep pushing out the content. I know I started this year off very shaky. I haven't been very consistent, but I'm definitely working on it. And yeah, so let's go ahead, let's check out today's tutorial. We are doing the crop top transformation. Today's fade is super blurry, super fresh. And don't forget, shout out to my big brother. He's the guy that's in charge of the 95 Urban Wear. I know everyone that pulls through to the barbershop always asks if it's my brand. It's actually my big brother's brand. You guys must check him out on Instagram. Go ahead and copy his merch. So back to the video. If you are new to the channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Definitely hit the like, and most importantly, leave a comment. Let me know how you feel about the content. And most importantly, don't forget guys, at 300 subscribers I will be doing a clipper giveaway. I will go more into detail closer to the time. We are currently at about 270, 280 subscribers, so we don't have a very long way to go. So just keep sharing the word, let everyone know. Like I said, if you would like to gift your barber with a clipper, or if you just like an extra set of clippers, this could be the perfect opportunity to do so. So don't forget, at 300 subscribers I will be doing a giveaway. And yeah, let's just go ahead, let's jump straight into today's tutorial. I'm done talking. I know this is a super long intro, but I haven't been on YouTube for about 2-3 weeks now, so definitely missed you guys. I just want to show you guys that I definitely have a whole lot of positive energy, and yeah, we're gonna start pushing out all the bangers.
A few minutes later.
Let's go check out the tutorial. So as you can see, today we are doing the crop top skin fade full haircut tutorial. So basically in today's tutorial I actually forgot the first step of always combing my client's hair out. So as you can see, I skipped straight to setting in my first zero guideline, which is something you shouldn't actually do, but I can't remember what was happening, but I'm sure I got lost in the conversation or something like that. But anyway, as you can see, we are sitting in our first zero guideline. And if you are a regular viewer, you do know that I always set my guideline in with my designers at first, just so that it's a bit softer, and when I do actually come through to blend it out, it is much easier for me to do so. And as you can see right now, I'm grabbing my Wahl Detailers, and all we're gonna go ahead and do is debulk. We're gonna get rid of the bulk amount of hair at the bottom over there. Make sure we get our skin, get the bottom area as clean as possible, get it down to the skin. And you'll notice that my guideline has a bit of a drop in the back. That's just to accommodate my client's head shape. So next off, we're just gonna go ahead and dust all the hair off of our client's head. Make sure that we have a nice and clean canvas to work on. So what we're gonna go ahead and do right now is we're gonna grab our number 2 guard. And as you can see, I'm basically just debulking over here. I'm debulking because his hair is pretty long on the sides, so I really wanted to get it nice and short, just so that when I do come through fade, set in my guidelines, it is much easier for me to do so, and that way I won't have any long hair overlapping. And next off, as you can see, with my Wahl Designer, no guard lever open, we are sitting in a guideline of about 1/2 inch. And with this guideline, we're gonna make sure that it is consistent right around our client's entire head. So it is good to take a few steps back just to make sure that your guidelines are even. next off, what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna work out that guideline. So what you can see, I just did was I adjusted my lever just a little bit, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna continuously adjust our lever until we're back to our lever being closed entirely. As you can see, we're gonna follow the same steps as we always use. And as you can see over there, I closed my lever entirely. And you'll notice that I am using a flick motion. I don't put too much of pressure, because when you do put too much of pressure, you actually create another harsh guideline. And to get rid of that guideline, it becomes a hassle. So it's always best to just use a flick motion. Just focus on tapping on that specific guideline, and do the exact same steps at the back as well as the other side. So once we're happy with our end product, getting rid of our previous guideline, we'll go ahead and grab our number 1 guard, starting off with our lever open, and we'll set in another guideline of about half an inch. Or actually, this one I actually set it in at about an inch, because I have a lot of room in the back as well to fade with. So I set this guideline in at the I set it in at 1 inch. So next off, as you can see, I went ahead and I closed my lever, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and focus on the bottom guide over there. And as you can see, we are softening up that guideline, and it's already starting to blend away. Next off, we're gonna go ahead and grab our 0.5 guard, starting with our lever open. We'll go ahead and work on that bottom guideline over there. And once you feel like the length is comfortable, or once we're at the comfortable length, or you feel like you're not even cutting any hair anymore, what you can go ahead and do is adjust your lever, and you basically follow the exact same steps. The only thing that is changing is our guards. As you can notice, I am using using the corners of my blades a lot, just to get into the dark spots, just to make sure that I do get a nice and even blend. So next up, we're gonna go ahead and grab our number 3 guard, starting with our lever open, and basically all we're gonna use is a flick motion, and we basically just debulking, just to make sure that when we do come in and blend out that final guide over there, that we do get a nice smooth even blend into the top, so that our transition is nice and smooth. Go ahead and close our lever, and once you feel like we are at a comfortable length, you can go ahead and switch your clip. So over there, I just needed to fix my guideline, just wanted to get it nice and even. And now I'm back to my number 3 guard, making sure that I debulk, making sure that I blend in all the hair, just so that we do get a nice transition. And over there, I grab my number 2 guard, starting off with my lever open, and once I do feel comfortable with the length, I'll go ahead and close my lever. And we'll follow that exact same steps at the back as well as the other side. So next up, we're gonna go ahead and grab our 1.5 guard. Like I said, we're following the same steps. So starting off with our lever open, once you feel like the clip is not cutting any more hair off, or you feel comfortable enough to go ahead and adjust your lever to the lever being entirely closed, you can go ahead and do so. So basically working from the highest guard down to the lowest guard. already noticed that our blend is starting to come together nicely. As we move to lower guards, it starts to come together more and more. Next off, as you can see, I have my number 1 guard on, lever open, starting off with my lever open, and you'll notice me immediately using the corners of my blades, as there is quite a few dark patches in my fade. And you'll notice how me turning the clipper using the corners of my blades actually helps get rid of those dark spots. So now I'm gonna go ahead and grab my 0.5 guard, starting off with my lever open, and then once I am comfortable with the length, I go ahead and close my lever. And basically from here, all I'm showing you guys is me doing detailing work. As you can see, I have a whole lot of inconsistencies in my fade, so now you'll notice me switching from guards. Now I'm with my 1.5 guard, lever open, adjusting it back and forth. Now I move to my number 3 guard. So you'll just notice in this section, I'm constantly switching in between guards, trying to get this nice, smooth, even blend. So it's really important to get comfortable with all hair texture, so that when you are in a situation like this, because my client has a bit of a difficult hair texture to cut, and I wanted to make sure that I got his fade as dark as possible. Like, I wanted to make sure that at the transition point it's still quite dark. So yeah, some clients have very difficult hair to cut, and yeah, sometimes you need to use these steps. It takes a bit longer, but you need to do what you need to do to make sure that you get the best end result. And you already notice from just doing switching from those few guards, my fade already looks way better. So next off, so my client wanted number 8 length on top. Well, I want me to use the number 8 guard, length on top right through. So as you can see, I make sure that I cut in all directions, just to make sure that I get the hair nice and even. So next up, we're gonna go ahead and focus on our client's lineup. So I always like to use a holding spray, just to keep the hair around the lineup area in place. And next off, I'm doing some scissor over comb work, basically while I'm letting the hairspray dry up on my client's lineup, just to kill some time, make sure I get the blend nice and even as well. Going ahead and doing some scissor over comb work, and I'm using my thinning shears. And next off, I'm gonna go ahead and grab our Wahl Detailers. And if you are a regular viewer, you do know that I always start my lineups in the center, and I either move to the left or the right, it doesn't really matter. And yeah, so basically now I'm not gonna say too much in this section. I'm just gonna sit back, and I'm basically gonna let the linup's gonna bring the entire haircut to life. So just gonna sit back and basically watch this lineup bring the entire cut to life. And in the comment section, let me know how you feel about do you like pin straight lineups, and do you like your corners super sharp, or do you prefer your corners a bit rounder? Just let me know in the comment section if you prefer super sharp corners, or if you prefer it a bit round. So next off, we went ahead and we grabbed our straight razor. Obviously, you know, we apply some water before we use the straight razor. Now I'm going ahead, I'm applying some styling powder. My client just preferred his hair nice, plain and simple, comb to the front. He didn't really want it all messed up like the usual crop top style. So basically I worked it in, made sure I combed his hair down. Next off, grabbing enhancements. And yeah, if you are a regular viewer, you know this is something new. I don't usually use enhancements on my clients, but yeah, we gotta move with the times, and it actually does make the cuts look super fresh. But I make sure I get my lineups extra crispy before putting the enhancement, so the enhancement just makes it a bit better. So this was my client before the cut, and this is my client once we got the cut in. So guys, if you are new to my channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Definitely smash the notification bell and interact with me. Let me know how you feel about the content in the comment section. It's your boy Enrico the Barber. Until the next video, peace.